Hola todos, bienvenidos. In this video I'm going to talk about things I'm getting used to here in Nicaragua that I don't really have to deal with or do or whatnot, depending on the thing, in the US. Soy Darlene, aka Dars, and on this channel we speak Spanish all about Nicaragua and life as a bicultural family. If you're interested in this type of content, consider subscribing and let's get into the video. A bunch of these things are actually pretty normal to me by now because I've come to Nicaragua so many times, but sometimes, for example, I had sent a photo of my daughter to my mom one day and there was a motorcycle in the background and it was a photo in the living room. Well, in the US, at least anywhere that I've been, people don't generally park their motorcycles inside of their house, but it actually works really well here because if you don't actually have a garage or somewhere separate from your house, I guess, that you can park your motorcycle. Of course, you're not going to park your car in your house, but motorcycles, you just drive it right in the front door and park it right there. It's not like you're dirtying the carpet like in the US. There's usually carpets pretty much everywhere. So yeah, I sent that photo to my mother, not really thinking anything of it, but she's like, oh, they parked the motorcycles in the living room. I'm like, oh, yeah. Right. Perfectly normal for me now, but AF way kind of weird to see. This camera's actually really heavy, which is why I usually use a tripod. I am sweating. I don't know if you can see that, but which is actually the first thing I was going to talk about. I turned off the fan so I could have a little better audio in this video. Whew, okay, so one thing I'm getting used to again is the hot weather and sweating all the time. One part of that is you do need to change your clothes every single day. There's no wearing the same shirt 2 days in a row because you just sweat right through it, okay? And hopefully soon, with the rainfall, it's supposed to be falling, supposed to be coming. They say last year at this time of the year they already had the crops planted and everything, but this year has been way too dry, entonces no se puede still. So lucky for me, I thought I was coming here during the rainy season, but it has been quite dry and hot. Yes, just sweating and sweating. Here we are, just a little chilling, reading books and chilling. Of course, we're always with the fan on because it's hot here. Whoa! The next thing, which also has to do with the heat, actually. I didn't actually know this before. I didn't know why in the world they did this, but they like water the patio, which I think is called regando el patio. Yeah, they just either with a bucket dump water across the front cement in front of your house, or if you have a hose, then you do it with a hose, of course. But yeah, just completely soak all of that area because that actually helps cool, you know, the sunshine and the heat goes into the cement and then it comes back up on you, so that really helps to cool the area off, especially if you're sitting out on the patio just chatting. Se siente mejor if you water it first. As I just mentioned, yes, sitting out on the patio to chat or just to sit and rest, and people do this in their rocking chairs because these wooden rocking chairs are very, very common. I don't know if there's one single house in Nicaragua that does not have one of these wooden rocking chairs. Just grab your chair, pull it out on the patio, sit there because it's a lot cooler than inside the house because the wind can actually cool you down. And with my daughter, how she just loves to run out into traffic so much, we've actually been closing her right inside of the living room where you can see outside where people are sitting and everything, but you can't get out. But even if you sit just inside the door, se siente caliente. It's just so much cooler right outside the door where the wind can completely just okay. next thing I always do in Nicaragua is I walk a couple blocks down the road to get a fresco para beber in the morning. My Nicaraguan breakfast is fresco, which is a homemade fruit juice made out of any type of fruit, along with some type of bread. And this fresco does cost 10 cordobas. That's every single day, and of course a lot of Nicaraguans don't have that money to be buying that every day, or even to make it at their own house. So I actually want to do a video about Nicaraguan breakfast and the different variations or different things people might eat for breakfast. But one of the things that other people in my household actually like to have for breakfast is milk, but they boil it and then add a instant coffee powder to the milk and then eat that with maybe tortilla or with bread. Another thing, of course, in Nicaragua there are always so many noises around you. And actually where I currently live in Texas, we live right on the side of a very busy highway, so there's constant traffic noise all the time and sirens. Pero aquí hay so many other noises. You hear your neighbor's music, you hear fireworks or like whatever little different bomb things, not bomb like terrible bombs, but you know, those little things that you can light and blow off in the street. What, honey? Seems like there's constantly like some sort of parade or celebration happening of some sort. People walking by selling their wares. Did they say selling their wares? Throughout the day, different people will walk by the house just yelling out whatever they have for sale. Tortilla, tortilla, or la leche, or like there's some that vending frutas, or they sell vegetables, or ice cream, or sorbete. Different things pass by the house, so you hear those people calling out what they're selling. So many dogs barking. I don't know if you can hear the dog bark.
Probably a couple hours. Good food there.
Sometimes cats on your tin roof, so that's really loud. And these things can happen at all hours of the day. The fireworks sometime you hear midnight, middle of the night. The cats, the dogs, you know, all the time. Traffic. Sirens. It's noisy here. Another thing that I forget happens here because I'm used to, well, first of all, at my house I have an electric stove, but even like my parents have a gas stove, it's connected directly into the gas of the whole house. So we don't have to worry about our tank of gas just emptying out and then we have to go to get a new tank, right? My camera's super hot. Oh no. Okay. So that's one thing, but then also gas stoves are usually connected to electric as well, so then when you turn the igniter, it automatically lights the flame. But here you need to light a match, turn on the igniter to light your stove. I'm not sure if there are any places. Comenten abajo si saben alguna casa en Nicaragua que tenga su cocina, se llama, que está conectado a la luz y al gas de la casa. O sea, no tiene tanque de gas y no tiene que ocupar fósforo para encender el fuego. So, I'll admit, I've only cooked like 2 times since I got here, which thank you so much to fam. Muchísimas gracias a mi familia aquí por cocinar. But yeah, the first time I went to cook, went to light the stove, and no, the second time, nothing. And we had to go get a new tank of gas. Another thing I'll just quickly mention because I'm not going to share any footage of this. You throw your toilet paper in the garbage, not the toilet. Public places, in your homes, toilet paper does not go in the toilet. Oh yeah, also in some public places, not everywhere, but some of them you need to pay maybe like 5 córdobas because they give you toilet paper and then they give you soap after. So sometimes you have to get toilet paper from somebody. They give you like a whole bunch of it. Go to the bathroom and then you go fill up a bucket and dump it in the toilet because the flusher isn't hooked up to water maybe. And the other thing is sometimes when you're done, you go and the person gives you like whatever, a squirt of soap or something, and then you wash your hands. If you think of in the US places that have less maintenance bathrooms, that would be like this type of place. But then like at the mall or somewhere, you might have to just grab your toilet paper before you go into the stall and it's just like on the wall there. Then you can still flush the toilet and wash your hands normally. But yeah, just different bathroom experiences here. One last thing I'm going to talk about in this video, but of course there are many differences between the way I live in the US and the way I live in Nicaragua: the mosquitoes. The place I moved to in Texas recently, I have not lived a summer there yet, so I don't know if they get bad mosquitoes, but where I grew up, the only mosquitoes we saw were during a few months of the year, like 3 months, maybe, I don't know, because the rest of the year was so cold and snowy. But here, the mosquitoes really love me, and it's just pretty much a constant itch somewhere or another.
We've been here for a week and covered in bug bites. You can't see mine, they're all like on my arm and stuff, but she has all these little red bumps all over her body.
And fun fact, mosquitoes, I learned in school, was called mosquito. You could just say mosquito in Espanol, but here in Nicaragua they call them zancudos. And when I first heard that word, I thought it was spelled S-A-N-C-U-R-O. My hand is going all blah. Okay. I need a handkerchief or a towel or something. Oh my goodness. Okay. Gracias por ver. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. I hope you stick around for more videos about Nicaragua. Comment down below if you think of anything that you really want to see. Any location you want me to go to so I can film about it, talk about it, teach you about it. Subscribe for more. Remember to hit that like button. Super easy, super simple, super fast. Share with someone you think might also enjoy this video, and we'll see you next time. Oh my goodness. Okay, bye. Valentina. Hello. You wanna say hi?
Bye.
Oh, bye. Are you playing? Were you crying? Oh my goodness. Uy. Hi. Who's there?
Bye.
Bye.